My name's Bailey Wilson. I think being in Utah has changed me because it's helped me really find who I am. It's helped me find my true strengths. It's helped me become a leader and help me connect with other people and really try to bring the best out of them. I grew up in Western Sydney, Australia, a town called Penrith. Lived there for about 12 years and then moved to the States. Nickname growing up was actually Skipper, funnily enough, but yeah, so that's kind of stuck with me. My friends usually just called me Bales, short for Bailey, obviously. Pretty much every day after school was outside, hanging out with all the neighbours in the cul-de-sac and my brothers. Usually we'd be out in the front yard playing rugby or cricket or riding our bikes, just kind of anything outdoors until the lights came on the street, and then that's when we knew it was time to go home. I'd always been competitive. Just growing up being the youngest sibling, you kind of have to be a little bit to compete with the older brothers. But then also on the other side, whatever it was, I was usually trying to find my way out of the classroom and onto the field. It was pretty tough, to be honest, at first. I'd come here on holidays before. I kind of thought I had an idea of what to expect. And then when I got here, it was very different to Australia, very cold, big mountains. We didn't have any of that in Australia. Probably took 2 to 3 years to fully get adjusted. I enjoyed the mountain side of things. I think you have to make the most of the outdoors if you're living here. I enjoyed skiing. I really got into that when I first moved here. I just started out doing rugby. I enjoyed that, but I thought I had to give American football a go. Basically rocked up on the first day. Coach called me over, he called me Rugby. That was my nickname on the team. And he said, "Hey Rugby, get over here on the line, I want you to kick a ball." And I ended up kicking the ball and it was the furthest kick that anyone did on the day, so I was the punter. I played sophomore year and then I played running back in my senior year of high school. First year I started playing for the high school All-Americans was when I was 16 and then continued to play for them every year during high school. My aspirations coming out of high school was definitely to play for the USA national team. It always had kind of been a dream of mine. Ever since I moved here, my dream was to play for the Eagles. It's something I'm still striving for and a big dream of mine that I'm continuously working for. After high school, there was no MLR at the time, so just the pathway was college, and then from college, hopefully you get picked up by the national team. Initially, I actually did want to go to BYU. It's pretty tough to get into BYU, but at the same time, the BYU head coach at the time, Wayne Tarfiti, had moved to Utah Valley University and decided to start coaching rugby there. I decided that I'd go there and give that a shot. MLR launched and then I immediately just thought, man, I want to do this. This is great. This is the next opportunity, the next big step. I went to the selects, tried out, didn't make the team. The next year came around, made the selects, played a few games from the selects, didn't hear anything, and then about probably 6 months later, Kimball gave me a phone call and asked me to be a part of the Warriors, and I said yes immediately, and then I've just enjoyed it ever since. My biggest supporter is definitely my mother. She's always dropped everything for me to be able to do rugby. Whether it's driving halfway across the country to a game or whatever it is, she's always been my #1 supporter. Before we moved to Utah, she actually reached out to the coach of the local high school team just to make sure we could get a feel for the club. We chose Alpine just because of United Rugby Club and how they've gone there. I speak to the coach quite a lot. A lot of the boys will come here to the games as well. And actually a few of my mates from the year that I was playing there are coaching at the moment as well, so we're still in contact a lot. I'd say rugby has probably taught me some of my deepest life skills. It's taught me a lot about humility. Some of the struggles are really applicable to just every day. It's the friendship, the camaraderie after the field and enjoying a drink or a meal after the game with the opposition and really getting to know different people from different walks of life and seeing their love for the game as well. The Utah Built to me means sacrifice and it means pioneering. We've all been sacrificing a lot to make this happen. Some boys work second jobs and we're kind of pioneering the future. Similar to the pioneers that laid the groundwork for us to settle this state, we're laying the groundwork for the kids of Utah and the kids of the US to really grow up and enjoy this sport and to be able to have an opportunity to play at the highest level. To be a part of the growth of this sport in this state and this country, it's exciting to see where it's come from when I first moved here to where it is now and to see where it's going in the future. It really gets me excited to be kind of a pioneer and lay the groundwork for young kids to come and for them to have an opportunity playing on the rugby field as a career one day. My message to younger kids starting this game is to just enjoy it and have fun. It's never too stressful. I think life can be too stressful if you're too serious all the time. So just enjoy it and just have fun. I am Bailey Wilson and I am Utah Built.